So, ladies and gentlemen, it's a pleasure for me to be here. This is Amit Kalyani from Bharat Forge. I'll make it very simple and tangible as far as possible, the way we see digital. There was a pre-COVID world and a post-COVID world. In the pre-COVID world, we all used digital more as a hygiene factor and more for efficiency, information, transparency, and used it as a support process to help in business decision making. And the business usually ran in a more analog manner because we still dealt with customers, internal team members, and people more physically. I think post-COVID, everything has changed. First of all, business is down to 40, 50, 60% of what it used to be. All of us are scrambling for growth. So the factors about efficiency, transparency, information all remain. However, the only way to grow your business or to do new business is going to be digitally. We are seeing tremendous examples of success in terms of huge growth in efficiency, that is white collar productivity, by using digital technology. And we are seeing active real-time digital collaboration with our customers across the world. Whether it's new product development, whether it is supply chain, whether it is working through your value chain, anything requires digital technology. And digital could mean different things. It starts with simple things like ERP, IoT, and could move into PLM and collaborative design engineering and testing and validation. Today, it's very difficult to meet overseas customers. It's virtually impossible unless they have IPOs or international procurement offices here where you can collaborate with them. However, largely speaking, we have seen that you're working in an online platform with our customers, and in some ways it is increasing the productivity and the speed at which new product development is taking place. In order for there to be a greater amount of confidence, you need all elements of your value chain to be linked digitally through a authenticity or through a validation process. In the future sometime, blockchain will become this, but today it simply needs to have something like a PLM which connects and allows your customer to see what you're doing, validate your data, and know that what data you're putting out is really what is out there. In order to go digital, the key issue is how do you convert your mindset of your organization to think digitally. I think this is a binary issue with 0 and 1. It's not something where you can have a choice. You have to invest in putting training and development initiatives in place, and we have seen that this can happen in a matter of weeks. Indians are good at numbers, are good at absorbing and deploying technology, and if you can make it simple, that it is app based or less, there's no coding involved and it's only you're using choices and buttons, it's very easy to use. So that's something that we have done. I see the whole COVID in a manner that the IT industry saw Y2K as. The only difference was that Y2K came with a forewarning. Everybody knew that 31st December 1999, we were switching over to 2000 and this whole Y2K element was going to happen, and it gave the whole Indian IT industry a big tailwind. Today, we're in a situation where COVID has happened, but how do we as a nation go digital in a way that we capture the largest share of the new business opportunity by becoming the best digital manufacturing country in the world? Now, we have plants in Germany, in Sweden, in the US, and believe me, companies of equivalent size as Indian MSMEs or Indian corporates. Indian MSMEs I define as $50 million and below, or mid-sized corporates I would define as anywhere between 100 to 250 million. companies of this size in the US or Europe are nowhere near as digital as our companies can be. Simply because the cost of going digital for those companies is very high. And the cost of retraining and redeveloping their manpower is very high. I think this is a tremendous opportunity for us to, as a nation, to capture and go completely a full hog and prove that India can be a digital nation and grab a large piece of the business. So just think of this whole, whenever you face challenges internally, please think of the opportunity that the Indian IT industry used for Y2K and how they completely flipped the argument post Y2K and embedded themselves and accelerated their growth. Now, we all want to know what are the metrics that one can use to say, are we really becoming digital? The most simple metric that we have used in our company is, am I seeing a marked reduction in emails? Because if you're collaboratively working, then email should reduce. So we have set a target that 80% reduction in email should happen in the first 6 months, and then after that another 50% in the next 6 months. So you should have your email traffic from internal to your organization dropping by 90% in 1 year. I mean, that's the simplest metric that I can think of, and I would say that we are actually seeing that happen. So my simple message is, India can go digital and can go digital probably better than anybody else, simply because we have the language skills, we have the knowledge skills, we have the thinking skills, and we have the cost of infrastructure, of digital infrastructure today coming down dramatically. You can have a shared service, you can have a cloud-based service, whatever. And I think that this is a big opportunity for Indian manufacturing. Let's just make sure that we focus and go after it. There's no reason to fear this. I think this is our chance. So thank you very much.